What up, YouTube? Queen 8 here, and today, the top 10 things I want to do in honor of my upcoming 40th birthday. What up, YouTube? Queen 8 here, and I just got back from work. I did a double shift today, and my original plan was to shoot this vlog kind of like throughout the day on my double shift. Big Willie True knows what I'm talking about. Throughout the day, I was going to go through my list as I was doing my double shift and kind of share the day with you guys that way. However, in retrospect, I didn't think it was a good idea, and it didn't really work out because work got so busy. But I did still shoot some footage, and I found a really cool feature on this phone like 5 years later that I'm really happy to share with you guys. So today started at 6 in the morning. 10 things I wanted to leading up to and in honor of my 40th birthday, like I will do on the day. Obviously there's things I want to do, like hang out with my family and such, but this is more for me, my own selfish things that I want to do. It's a really nice day today. Winnipeg is so weird. You're gonna see the weather change a lot.
My friend Yin got me an energy drink today. I think she's sponsored by these people.
So number 10 on my list of things I want to do in honor of my 40th birthday, I want to get a damn haircut. This is kind of a funny story. I usually shave my head in the summer, like I go straight bald, and no one ever says anything about it. However, this year, it seems like more people have a problem with me shaving my head, and I think because I'm getting older, my hair's coming in almost patchy, and when I had longer hair, it kind of masked that, but when I shaved my head, I can see spots where it's like thinning. So I'm going to grow my hair back out now. Earlier than expected. Usually I'd grow my hair out in like fall. However, the 3 weeks leading up to my birthday, I'm not gonna cut my hair. I'm gonna go through that weird awkward phase. Talk about delayed gratification. That haircut's gonna feel so good, and at least I will look fresh for my 40th birthday. But number 10 on my list, get a damn haircut. Number 9 on my list, I want to buy a good pair of shoes. Now this story kind of starts 20 years ago almost now. I was a really big shoe collector with my cousins. My cousins were more bigger shoe collectors than myself. I've sold the majority of my collection off, but I've kept a good stock of shoes. And over the years, I've been cycling through them. Like when one gets worn out, I throw in another pair. And I'm getting to the point now where I have like no more shoes in stock. And the older that I'm getting, the more I'm feeling it when my shoes wear down. And I think it is because the shoes, like my back will start hurting more or my feet will start aching earlier. I think part of getting older is knowing what you like and kind of sticking to it. In the vlog here, I talk about my t-shirt, and I have like 10 of the same t-shirt. And I wear the same one every day because it's tried, it's true, it fits me well, and it works. Some people say it's productive. Still not rich though. But I'm still at that phase where I'm thinking, what shoe am I gonna get? Do I go for those Air Hirachis? Big bulky dad shoes? New Balance shoes? Maybe it's time for New Balance? Maybe I go with some Asics or some Walmart shoes. It might be time. Velcro it up.
That was really tasty, actually.
Number 8 on my list. I was talking about this during my lunch break at work. For the past couple months now, I've been eating just like vegetables and chicken. That's been basically my diet. Just to help with this diet that I'm on, I have somebody helping me trying to get into shape, which is going to come further down on this list. So for my 40th birthday, however, I want to eat a straight up McChicken meal. Leave the mayo on there. We'll get a large fries, a large Coke Zero. It's going to taste delicious. It's been a long time. For people who don't know, I haven't eaten meat for like 8 years. After my first dog died, is the first time I've ever been through that. I think I was so traumatized. I was grieving so much. I couldn't eat meat like overnight. I just stopped eating meat, and that kind of lasted 8 years. The beginning of this year, however, when I really started taking working out seriously, it was really hard to reach my macro goals in my diet. And I started just, dabbling in fish, and then fish kind of evolved into chicken. I haven't eaten beef much, but yeah, sorry, I eat meat again. But imagine not having had a McChicken for a decade.
McDonald's new country-style McChicken.
I grew up on those homegrown ways.
Because that's how long it's been. How is that McChicken going to taste? It's going to taste delicious, I bet. I used to work at McDonald's, and McChickens were like my comfort food. I would order like 3 of them after work because I worked there. I got half price. You should see how I looked from the kid who applied for that job, and then ultimately 8 years later, the guy who graduated from university. That guy could have eaten that kid who applied for McDonald's. Number 7 on my list. A man of a certain age should know what his style is, what fits him, and every man should have a good quality watch. I don't know what it is. Watches have just become more appealing to me the older I'm getting. Maybe the algorithm on YouTube has me. You see today here I'm wearing a watch. This is actually a watch from a good friend of mine. It means a lot to me, and yes, I know it's a left-handed watch, meaning if you are a lefty, you wear your watch on the right hand. I don't care, you know. Some people point it out, and I just explain to them the story. It's a good conversation starter, and it means more to me than just a watch. So for my 40th birthday, my family made me pick out the gift I wanted, and I bought it, and I had it shipped over to myself. But I can't open it till my 40th birthday, so I will share with everyone here what watch I chose, why I chose it. As I was saying before with the shoes, picking a brand that appeals to you, that speaks to you, and kind of sticking to it, I think is something that you get with age. And I'm excited to share with you with this watch. I think it speaks to who I am. And I think it'd be really cool in the next decade. I've made it a goal to make this decade like the best decade of my life. Every year, 41, 42, 43, I will buy myself a new watch. And we'll see if I stick with this one brand that I'm going to show you in a couple weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks from now. Number 6. I've always been a chubby kid. And I've always admired people who did pull-ups. So now that I'm trying to get back in shape, I set a goal for myself back in like January to be able to do 6 pull-ups. Why 6? Because when anyone recommends how many reps you should do for a certain exercise in one set, 6 is usually the bare minimum. So if I can do 6 pull-ups, it means I can do 1 set of body weight pull-ups. Caveat, I don't expect to do pull-ups like from full hang for each rep. Slight bend in the arm, for me that's okay for where I came from. Right now I can do 3 clean pull-ups, and then I start to really fatigue. So I have 3 weeks left, and I'm saying it here so it keeps myself committed to the goal. I want to do 6 pull-ups by my 40th birthday. Number 5 on my list. I want to unbox for you guys the last statue I'm ever going to buy for the game room. Ian and myself started dabbling in statues. Ian really got into statues. Looking at all my video games, I realized, how far is this statue collecting gonna go? It's an expensive hobby. They're more fragile in my opinion than video games. And I made a conscious decision to start buying less overall. Like I haven't bought much any video games lately. And this is gonna be the last statue. And if it is my last statue, I'm going out with a banger because it's the one statue I've wanted for a long time, and Ian helped me acquire it. So I'm going to share that with you guys. Number 5 on my list. Number 4 on my list. So when my kids were born, I started making them time capsules. So on like their year they were born, age 0, I guess, I made them a time capsule. Age 1, I made them a time capsule. Age 2, age 3, age 4. And I think it'd be really cool if they ever decided to have a YouTube channel, which seems pretty likely the way these kids are developing. It's kind of a built-in channel for them already. They'll have, 20 time capsules. I kind of went crazy with it. But there's a couple time capsules that I have to repackage. I told myself I would. So before my 40th birthday, I'm going to open one of those time capsules with you guys. And see, this is, I think, one of the first time capsules I made for my son. Yeah. And we'll open that together. I thought that'd be fun. Only one though. There's like 20 others for them. Number 3 on my list. I'm going to get a massage. And I recommend everybody out there, if you're comfortable with people touching you, get a massage. I feel it is very beneficial. It's kind of like a reset button for your body. And somebody who's really good and really well trained can point out problem areas to you that maybe you don't feel because you're so adapted to it. Your body is morphed into that imbalance perhaps. Or Number 2 on my list, a bad habit I started last year when I bought a trailer. We're going to spend some time at my trailer. I started smoking cigars. Maybe Andrew Tate got me. Maybe it was that guy from Family Feud. I don't know, man. I wanted to try it. To me, it's a tradition that men have been participating in for centuries now. and I wanted to be a part of it. And it feels damn good. However, as Tupac said, everything in moderation and everything with class. Number 2, I'm going to smoke a fat-ass Cubano on my 40th birthday. Join me, why don't you? And number 1 on my list, Kuinate is going to unleash full final boss mode. What does that mean? I've said it in a previous video. My main goal right now is to get into the best shape of my life by my 40th birthday. No, do not expect The Rock to come down at WrestleMania. No, do not expect Roman Reigns to have abs. Expect me to do the best that I can with what I had to start with, my genetics, and the time I can really dedicate to it. I'm really pushing hard for it, but it's just the best shape possible for me relative to me. That being said, I did set a goal for myself. I wanted to hit 205 pounds, and right now I'm on track, I think, to do it. I'm 212 pounds, which is the lightest I've been in years. I don't think I've seen 212 pounds since high school, to be honest. So my coach, Mark, is really getting me there. Why did I choose 205? I don't know. I just thought it's a good weight. The light heavyweight limit in the UFC is 205, so why not hit 205? And I will do a weigh-in on my 40th birthday for you guys, and hopefully I reach that goal. Hopefully by saying it here, I am putting it out into the airwaves and committing to it. So that's it. That's my list for the top 10 things I want to do for my 40th birthday, either before or on the day. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much who commented on the vlog. I really do appreciate it. I read all the comments. You guys are great. And yes, I will take you up on that Mirna's. I'm calling you out, son. Are we going for Mirna's? We're gonna go? I'm gonna go. I eat meat again. I can eat Mirna's. I want to eat that Filipino tosilog, man, with the little like orange they put and the cucumbers, scrambled egg, mwah, little vinegar on that sucker. Maybe that's a bonus on my list. Have some Filipino breakfast with my homeboy.